Okay, this takes me back. It never went live, but ages ago. Oh, what you mean, like 2 years ago? It was, well, 3 years ago, actually. I think it was in, I don't remember. No, it would have been 2 years ago, actually, because. Or was it? I don't remember. When did Little Witch Academia come out? That was last year, wasn't it? The game, not the anime. Whenever that came out, I can't use that because the internet's out. Yeah, there was a night where I couldn't sleep. I had, like, a bit of anxiety, a bit of a panic attack going on, and trying to get my mind off it, and just to try and do something about it. This is also, I wasn't employed at the time as well, which didn't help. I sat down and tried just recording episodes of me playing the Little Witch Academia Chamber of Time game, but never. I only got like a few in before we got feeling sleepy. Stopped it. I never uploaded anything. It was just kind of like, wasn't really sure about if I should or not, because I wasn't wondering if I would sound weird. Because I was. It did help. It distracted me and all. Today's situation isn't anywhere near as I guess dire. Anywhere near as important. Basically, the internet's out. This is meant to be a stream day. This is Saturday the 14th of September. It's meant to be a stream day. I can't stream. This version, my ISP are reporting just an area-wide failure, both for like the broadband service and our TV service. Whole thing went down. Took 10 minutes to get through to customer service, and they were, like, you could hear frantic like chattering in the background. Like there was a lot of calls going on. They were swamped. So it seems to be hitting quite a few people across the neighborhood, or neighborhoods, or in various places. It is a bit stormy weather tonight, and it's probably worse elsewhere. When I say stormy, it's just windy right now. So maybe someone got wrecked somewhere or something. I don't know. But point is, no internet secured. Action needed for the 2G. It's just all bone. Do I have autoplay on this? Hopefully that I don't, but hopefully if I do, it won't automatically like wreck with the fuck with the recording or anything. Even if it does, fuck, I don't care. But yeah. So stream night, internet's down. I played a bit of Monster Hunter earlier with David to help him beat the Glavenus because he was having trouble fighting it. It basically ganks all his weapons. Like, Great Sword isn't great for it. He was forced to use a bow, and that didn't work out. It basically, that's as far it goes. What I'm gonna do, I want to set the recording bitrate to like mega high. Set that shit to like 8,000. I'm in the middle of recording. I don't know how well that will go. I'm not streaming, so that should hopefully not fuck with anything. I am playing a downloaded. We mentioned that last time actually. PokeCaptain. He referenced on Twitter that he once considered like just getting rid of his like his channel that has all of his old Let's Plays on it. I presume admittedly he was drunk at the time, but he basically was like feeling down about it, like, oh, I hate all these now, and I just kind of want to get rid of them, because I guess I don't know, something reminded him of it. He mentioned that he considered this once before, and on the off chance that he would nuke everything, because he's not an active like Let's Player. He only occasionally streams, if I remember right. He doesn't like save the VODs or anything like we do. So does the other one, some of the other ones in that old group. So I just went and downloaded his entire channel and the Final Fantasy 13 2 Let's Play from his friend Kung Jesus' channel. That's the only one there I've watched that I was really taken with. So I just took that and all while I was at it, because it forms this whole nice set of Let's Plays among this whole friend group. I'm just waffling, that's the whole point of this. Basically, it's just waffling. I should see if someone waffling while I'm actually on the hunt. So I just have that in the background. That's what I was basically referring to. I just have the downloaded videos just en masse, and I'm just going through one of them now. I just have something in the background. But Juratodos. when covered in mud, so there's no good choice is what it's telling me. Yeah, fuck, we'll just take the dragon claws then. I don't know why this fish is like one of the most awkward monsters in the game, considering it's like one of the earliest and easiest when it comes to its actual weaknesses. I have 4G left on my phone. I do. Okay, I was getting messages. I have my 4G on my phone. I should actually knock that down just to see if some of it. Kitty cat's sleeping beside me. Hello Luigi, apology there, didn't I? Okay. Do I have... Oh. Roll over. Roll over, roll over. 15 minutes. Yeah, fuck it. I could probably do that pretty well. So, jumping back over the whole Let's Play video topics, that's... If you hear that over my headphones, I don't think you will. But as I was referencing this, that's in Media Player Classic, and we'll skip through videos whenever it's finished, so hopefully that won't fuck with the recording. Shouldn't. But, yeah, skipping back over to where I was. My nose is as terrible as ever. Hunting Glavenus with David, helped him through the story quest. He had trouble with it because, you know, it fucks it. All his weapons aren't suited to it, and he didn't know how to speak the water. Helped out with that, and we were talking about how sick the Glavenus armor is. He pointed out that the weapons, and there's like the dual blades for the Glavenus look really fucking cool. I'll show you them when I get back from this one, actually. On top of just being fire dual blades, which I do need. Like, better dedicated fire. Actually, there was no fire. No, there were. There was like Anjanath ones, but I didn't make them because I didn't like the look of them. So I just used the longsword. Because I'm going to be building like 2 proper weapon sets. You know. We're going to do this shit properly. I'll get some fire dual blades that are proper, like rarity 10 shit. And they can go up to like rarity 12 with like future monsters. But yes. But to get there, to get to all of that, we need to hunt fish. We need to go fishing. I need to kill, and I do mean like fish. Because I need to like hunt the Duratodos. And I thought I had to hunt the Laviaseoth at one point, because that's along the way to the Glavenus dual blades. But my interactions with it in the past for, you know, fighting it and killing it to get, like, you know, the compendium data, like, completely maxed out. All that was, like, you know, that was all there, that's all sorted, that's fine. Should have brought my Basilicos gear. Would have been lower and I wouldn't have water movement, but the Basilicos does arrive, I will be prepared for him. And when I say if he arrives, I mean he will arrive, because that's his whole thing. He hunts players. Well, most of the time. I need to go hunt some of these fucking things as well. Not on master rank though, not on... I already did the high rank kills. Yeah, basically like I need to hunt the Duratodos in high rank, and then I need to hunt it in master rank. I need a whopping 11 fin pluses out of this fucking thing. And then a fang and a carapace. A fang plus and a carapace, I should say. Hi. And I can't even summon people for help or anything, not that I think I'll need it. Because, no online. No internet, it's fucking gone. There's just me and the fish. And it's a good thing the shark armor lets me just fucking walk in water and have like full mobility and dodging, actually. That's actually just really nice. Because that means I can just actually just unleash my fucking attacks on him by just standing next to him. Why would I hit it with my clutch call when it's knocked over? I guess that's like guaranteed hits, but you would do more DPS by just hitting the goddamn thing. Speaking of hitting, It may have to like just find another, just a regular ass fucking Gyarados. Fight this asshole involved. This is a, I keep saying it about monsters, but this is genuinely a huge Gyarados. The Bazalgos is quite a bit better than the Gyarados at this shit. He lost me. Alright, well, yeah. If we don't get this thing here, then we fail like Time Out or some shit like that. I should have brought Dunclods. That's what I forgot to do. I keep forgetting that. I should have known if there was a... I didn't actually know there was a risk of Bazalgos in this. You're doing such damage here. We don't need, actually, all that much to catch you, huh? I don't see skulls on him. I don't think he's low enough to be caught yet. The Bazalgo's fucked off of his own accord, so that's nice. Do I need to chance this? We'll do one. Very part broken is another bit of help. It should try to flee me when it gets low on health, because it does run. Let's see if we... I think the fins are already broken, but we might as well just keep hacking this side. Well, we broke the side one now, certainly. Break the face if it's not already broken, because I do need that Fang, although I'm fairly certain we're getting a Fang out of this. Fucker that you are if you would do this to me. Hey, Excite Rooms. I don't think I can eat these. These are like... I forget what they do as Mushroom Mancer. But they... Hey, investigation. We do need to capture this thing, so I am concerned. I don't know its health offhand or anything. We've done a lot of parts broken on it. Its thing is flashing, but it stopped flashing. So I don't know. I can't actually lay traps here anyway. Fucker. Let's just do it. No. Probably being too concerned, let's be real, but better to be concerned and cautious than just, you know, laying waste. I had a chicken katsu curry. I'm fucking feeling that in my gut. I have to mute for a massive burp here, give me a sec. Oh. Though it was indeed, and there's quite a bit of it. Anyway, yes. You getting stunned so easily. Granted, it's a 15-minute mission, which means the monster is weaker. Oh, we have wasted quite a bit of time between the battle goes and me having to stop there. I Kingdom Fur with the pause recording feature to happen already. Hey, he's got skulls now. Okay. Although, getting him to get into this is going to be a thing and a half, isn't it? So since he will not outspeed me in the water. Maybe. Yeah, because he's jumping over land masses and shit. Yeah, usual spot. Throw it on the island. It's Raiderite, it's not the... It's Fall Trap. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Where's my track bombs? Whew. I need to sort this shit out. What are these doing up here? These are meant to be like way over here. Everything's fucked up. It's not gonna give me this, is it? Yeah, it did. I'm not gonna get that one. So, well, it did give me the skull warning for it dying, so that's good at least. Maybe it's because my research is high enough. I'm still not sure how that all works. You know, go like, well, it's been hundreds of hours, and like, yeah, but it's also pretty esoteric as these things go. Anyway, I did pick up a fin in the middle of the mission. That's our Fang sorted. Scale. That's the Carapace sorted. Fang. We have 2 fins. Let's do X9. So there's 9 to go. Streamstone shard. Boop boop. It's Fang, Carapace. 1, 2, 3. 6 to go. This is actually quite profitable. We're already on. I thought this would take like, 3, 4, maybe even 5 fish, but no, it's just shitting fins left and right. This one. No berries. What do we got? Speed eating, windproof, stun resistance. Stun resistance will actually be useful, because I will have plenty of slots to fill, and I want to be a bit smarter about my use of these things. It was indeed the biggest one I've ever seen. Just it's still silver, so it can be bigger ever again. Tempered monsters are apparently like more inclined to be like weighted to like one extreme or the other for size. When I remember researching and people were like hearsaying and shit. There's a whole voodoo divination ritual shit where like people are trying to divine from the data of like monsters, when the monsters are in quest, like status of monsters, tempered or not, length of quest, like like all the different modifiers, like how many fins you have and all that, and trying to determine which quest is most likely to give you which size of monster. Oh yeah, it's gonna beep that at me every time, isn't it? We can bin that. Pitfall trap, we're gonna need to build some. I know like 100 the fucking things I'm going that we need to build more. But oh yeah, and through some just experimentation in the field, I was helping David, parish rooms, the ones that you use for paralysis shit. Those give you defense up, and it does indeed last for fucking ever. I ate a single nitrous room, and then I ate in the middle of quest the parish room. That nitrous room lasted me from the moment I saw the Glavenus through all 25 minutes of us fighting it, or 23 or 24 minutes because it took me a minute to get there. And once that happened, it lasted all the way till we had caught that thing. I didn't have to reapply it at all. Mushroom-mancer is ridiculous. I love it. I love it especially because it kind of fits with like this this whole thing the game has going about encouraging you to use like all your items and all your tools, and also pay attention to all the things in the field around you. I've been doing a lot better in quests and keeping myself better in quests when I do the shit where like you probably might have noticed it last time, when I'm running along I will grab herbs, I'll grab honey as I pass. Which you may go, that's extremely basic, why weren't you doing that? Just wasn't thinking about it. I was always just hunt the monster. I've now expanded my consciousness to giving basic attention to the things around me. So, yeah, I'm developing slowly as a Monster Hunter player into instincts I should have had ages ago. instead of just fight the monster. I had pretty rigidly like split them into like gathering phase and hunting, like combat phase shit sort of thinking, and that's held me back in some ways. Yeah, that's just that fucker got us like most of everything. Where are you? Capture. That's what's fuck. It's a different symbol. We're not gonna use those Butchers. I'm gonna hang on to them, so I might need them to get the Glavenus Mantle. I'm not gonna try for the Glavenus Mantle to like here. I'm basically just doing all my fish hunting here and building the shit I need to get ready for the Glavenus shit. So this might actually... Well, that was 20 minutes to be fair, so this will probably be a bit long. It is Monster Hunter. It is in the nature of the thing. It is the nature of the beast. But yes, sorry, I was just listening to the Let's Play. Ugh. Smeared some cream to help under my nose to help like clear my nose. There's hot enough in the room that it feels like it's sliding down, even though it's like a goo that I've like firmly rubbed in, and it's not like a liquid exactly. That is somewhat aggravating. That's part of what I do when I mute to clear my nose. Is like on top of having a little mist thing that I like, you know, inhale to clear the nose, I also have a cream that will release vapors to help keep it clear. Make up the permanent semi, or like, yeah, basically permanent at this point, gunk at the back there. Skipping the cat food thing, I know, but I let it run in streams. I might as well be a bit more. I shouldn't just be a bit more expedient here. Any need to be. Oh, the water's freezing. Oh, not does any need to be. Oh, I've been dumped on the mountain. There's that fucking Basilgos down there. This is actually a bit of a nuisance because we are further away from him. Not by much, but further away from him than I would like to be. I should have grabbed those herbs. I'm gonna change my, like, you know, my tree shit to... Oh, you got a light crystal. Or Nova crystal it is here, whatever. There's light crystal, there's pure light crystal, there's Nova crystal. It's just all over the place. Alright, this should bring us right outside the camp. Should have went the other way actually, but fuck it. And yeah, I'm not going to be doing anything serious. I might run around the Hoarfrost Reach and just go picking up shit. I might run around some of the other areas in Master Rank and pick up their account items and shit, because I haven't done that at all. One of the few scanned instances where I find a moment in quest to do it. Grab my stamina. I should just pop the... I don't need it, because I do wreck this fucking thing as is. So I don't really need it. While I'm not hurting for like a nitro or power shroom, well, power shrooms maybe. The nitro shrooms I'm not hurting for, I don't want to overkill this thing. Like I would prefer this thing to not die if I can help it. I'll be with you in a second, me chum. Alright. The Gajar are coming to feast. Alright. Get smacked. That instantly knocked him over. My god. That's his head broken. Well, it's the armor on the mud armor on his head broken. That's probably why like the heart breaking was happening so much. He's already been beaten out of stem, and I mean, Nergigante shit does that. It does have like exhaust shit on it. The armor that gives you exhaust boost shit, so I'm not surprised that this helps you wreck stuff that easily. On top of just dealing that much damage. And just being that strong and all, but still. These are weapons in the base game, and I don't remember it wrecking shit as well as this. It could be like buffs off my armor, for fuck's sake. Buffs off my armor, for fuck's sake. It's all going wrong. Alright, please allow me to stand. So I fell into one mud, and then I stood up and immediately fell into a second pile of mud that was placed there. doing his bombing run crap. They interrupted each other. You see me coming, we clash. Anarchy did come. I don't remember if Anarchy came out on Xbox 360 over here. I have been giving serious thought to that thing I made where if, like, the next Xbox is just like you put the disc in from any previous Xbox and it works. Rip. I will. Fuck me. That's what goes doing the hunt for me. Yeah, I have been like thinking about that a lot, and I will say that if it like I guarantee it, if that does just I can put the disc in and it works, ideally from any region, then we're good. Like we're golden. I'm there. Like we're doing that. Like, I'm buying the next Xbox. I'm just gonna get like past games, and if Anarchy Reigns is also on Xbox 360, I forget if it was over in the West, or at least over here in Europe. Then I can just dig up a copy of that and record it, play and record that. But that would be easier at this point than the shenanigans I'm having to do for getting a working PS3 thing going without just buying a new, like a new Elgato or new old Elgato. Although, considering I would put like about 23, 25 quid into failed HDMI stripping extent, like, you know, splitter things. Well, like they're not explicitly for that purpose, but it's like, you know, some HDMI splitters will inadvertently do that, and that would make it ideal to record the PS3. One of the closest one got was one that plugs in, has a separate plug, like a power, so like has a plug to plug it into like a wall socket. You get power, and that got the closest of any of them. Like, I got the closest of any, and that's a thin. I don't worry, I see that. Like, I must be frustrating as fuck to listen to, I know, but I'm not a public speaker. Yeah, I stream, and you think I'd be getting better at that. I kind of do if I have someone to bounce off of, even if it's just in text form. Someone to lecture at, you might call it, but it's not how I see it, but like I wonder with paranoia that if that's what it sounds like a lot of the time. And it does, and sometimes I do want to sound like that when I'm correcting someone who's being wrong and callous or rude about it. It's got skulls. I didn't actually redo my shit. Come on, asshole. Don't you flee. Don't you flee, come on. Fuck's sake. I didn't think that would kill. I didn't realize it was that low on health. Like, a skull really means it's like, it's within a few hits of death. I know I got one fin, and there's another. That's not great, but we still got two. I should have expected it to flee. I should have waited and see what it was doing, if it was going to sleep or run before putting the trap down. But, I completely throw myself off. I went on that tangent about my speech, and I completely forgotten where I was. That's what happens. That's what happens when I'm just, like, stream of consciousness. This is it. This is your ruminating on the toilet podcast. Like that one secret video that I haven't linked anywhere. I don't... No, I think I linked it on my Twitter in the middle of the night, but I don't remember. That was when my internet last went down, and then it came back up, and that was like the stream. I think the internet fucked the stream. Or, yeah, it did. My ISP was fucking up, and that wrecked my internet. My stream, so I couldn't do it that night when I was testing everything. Pardon me, I ended up just, streaming to an audience and none, recording myself, just chatting shit as I went down the, I think, what the fuck? How did I get this out of that? Teostra, Nergigante, Vespoid. Lots of good joy. That I will say I was genuine in saying that was funny when Chris needed like 3 separate tempered elder dragons to fight. Not because they go, oh fuck you or anything, but it was just like, they would do that, wouldn't they? And they did. Might as well just yeah. Well, that's master rank, but I will be doing some master rank shit. It's all master rank shit. Bone piles. I'm not gonna hunt any of this shit, so I'll just leave it. Creature from another world. Necker card. Necker. This is a Necker thing. Oh, right. There must be like one of those I can like use the thing, the capture net on. Hunt bird wyvern. I might just do that casually. King armor sphere. At any rate, let's try that again, but this time not be so overzealous in our attacks. Didn't think that would kill it, but you know, I know not my own strength. Yeah, I already did do that. I do these things on autopilot and don't even realize it half the time. Yes, going way back to this topic, I assumed at first I had to make like lava seal. I'd have to hunt the lava seal off to get parts for it to make the dual blades along the way to the Glavenus tree. But I don't, because I already have all the, I already said this, I already have all the bits for it, and that's fine. I didn't realize I would need that. I assumed the Glavenus would just be its own tree off of like the bone tree or something. But it's not, it's in all trees actually, or at least I say all trees. In both the dual blades and longsword, the Glavenus actually scales off of the Jura tree, like both ways. Is that right? I'm pretty sure that is right. I'm pretty sure it is like on the longsword as well. It does come off of the Jura tree somewhere. I'm not going down. I'm just going down the regular Jura tree for longsword, at least for now. But I already have my fire one. I might see if I can like nick some. I'm not gonna fight it. I might fight it. The master rank is Raphalos, just to confirm that it's the one I need for upgrading my fire longsword even further, which would make sense because it is a Azure Raphalos sword. I know I took the longer way last time because I'm an idiot and just run forward and follow the path that way. But I'm thinking now. Oh, my nose. God. Mecha throat, really. Ugh. But yes, fishing. And then just, you know, general foraging and just not doing anything particularly special. I have no idea if Chris is intending to stream anything by himself while I'm indisposed. I'm keeping an eye on my computer for if the internet comes back up, but I'm pretty sure, because it's not back up by now, I'm pretty sure it's just fucked. It's just gone. They don't have an engineer free to come out to check our bits until Tuesday, and I had to put that to my mom as, oh, it'll come back up when the area engineers solve it, and then when the engineer come out to check our shit we'll just be like checking on it and taking any complaints and making sure the parts are all compliant and shit. When I'm half concerned it will just straight up be broken until Tuesday. And if that's the case, I will be quite upset. I won't be like completely fucked or anything without it. I have 4G on my phone for some things. Oh jeez. Oh, I do hate that it can stack its own mud up on top of itself. That is aggravating. Oh yeah, just shit mud directly on him. Just destroy him. He's just gonna rest on that cat. Who did that? Juratodus, that's one. It's also a big Juratodus, actually. We might get another silver crown out of this. Nice, we were like right on the border of gold last time. Pardon me. You know what I'm like. Skill. Alright. I was wondering why that didn't go off. I wasn't aiming directly at it, that's why. Alright, let's get doing. I mean, how fast and easy this was. Fucker. How fast and easy this with the Basilico. No, that's a Rathalos. That's Rathian, sorry. It's a pink Rathian. That's fine. I mean, it'll probably get aggro because we're fighting this monster here. And, you know, you fight a monster next to Rathians or Rathaloses and they just have to go. The Rafts just have to get involved. I don't think these two usually fight anyway. Investigation added. I think, if I remember right, vaguely, like I remember reading something that tempered monsters will just give you investigation for like any tempered monster collection, not even in the same area, they'll just give you whatever the fuck as long as it is tempered. Involves tempered shit. The fish is poisoned. I think he must have clipped it with a tail. Or back claws even. You like that touch. I mean the back claws are poisonous. That's like it's a you know, the platypus thing. It's something actually based in nature. So it is, so it goes. Excellent. I don't care which way you want to go. I don't think I've ever minded one of these, or even like on video. No, I don't remember minding this thing at all, ever. I've gotten eerily better at minding, and I don't even know how, because I just do the same shit I always do. Maybe I just like I'm just getting luckier. I released that too early. That's unfortunate. Whatever, that suits. Just wreck whatever body and fin bits you can. Just get in there and just tear them up. Fuck them up. Get the claws going. Just shredding the boots. Still don't know what the limp swim looks like. I would probably recognize if I saw it, but yeah. Oh, hi, buddy. Yeah, you're a big boy. You're special. Didn't take those dung pods, even though I was like to myself, hey, I wanted dung pods because of that Basilico. It's probably because the Basilicos was consistently fucking off, seemingly of its own accord. Probably because it got hit a bit. Is it doing a bombing run or is it fucking off? It's fucking off. There we go. Yeah, that's nice at least. It is consistently fucking off out there a little bit. That can break apart. I know it is damage and like any damage breaks apart as Chris said. But it's still like no. Kick. Did it even mean that? I just want the piece. Skill. Tear into his fleshy underbelly. Feast on his bones. Get him, just tear. Send him. It's another Northern Lionism. He's a way of words, him and his lot. And send him is one I'm really fond of. Don't even know what send him to, I just know that they say send him. I'm pretty sure I was there for send him being coined, and that's been there for years, and he's got a brief resurrection, but just to send him, it just is so good. Just for as a cry for defeating. My weapon needs sharpened for once. This one has got quite a bit of life to it. Even just being more careful with it. Or it just wasn't giving me the skulls. I don't like how inconsistent that is. Maybe it's like, I think we're gonna run out of this. Well, I mean, I can always just hunt the regular fucking ones. 3. 9. Maybe you can only, like, tell if you only see skulls if you, like, you pick up the individual bits of it. You might go, well, look it up. Well, I can't. I mean, I can look at 4G on my phone. But still, you know, it is just like, well, I'm kind of stymied in that regard anyway. I don't want to burn too much of that because I need it for work. I just need 3 more fins. We only have like 1 more shot at this, maybe 2, before I just have to hunt the thing in expeditions. But yeah, maybe it is that you need to pick up enough bits of this actual specific creature. Only 1 left. This specific creature, this individual creature, to be able to tell if it so it will produce skulls when it's weakened because you'll know it. Maybe that's how that works. I don't know. I could see that. I'm just guessing at this point. Maybe it is just entirely random. I don't fucking know. If it was random, I'd be very upset. But I don't think it's random. Because this game is all about systems and individual mechanics, all just in great numbers, interlapping, interconnecting. I want the biggest amount of health and stamina, even if it means like that thing I don't actually need. I mean, that will help with weathering the basilicas. Not that there's much to weather, but it helps. Oh, me drinking that water disturb you? Oh. Alright, I'll sit up. I should sit up anyway. The kitty cat rolled over and he's awake now. Like some A close to him and causing a divot in the bed. And B, I think the water bottle noises perturbed him. What? You're just eyeing me now. I'm not talking to you. You can go back to sleep. Okay? The door's closed because my mom's sister, my aunt, is staying here because they're back from holiday. Like, they went to America. And she's staying here a day and a bit before she heads back to England. He just stomped off to go towards the door. Looks at the door, I'll let him out. But I have it closed just to like muffle the noise of me talking a bit, because otherwise you might get the impression that the internet's back. And it's not. And you might go, what does it tell you're recording shit? And it's like, I will. But I just... I haven't really explained or gotten into much of that with her, just to, like, my family in general, because it's kind of like, will they understand it? Will they get it? I think my brother will, because his son is, his son does watch, well, I presume he watches like YouTube player games and shit, because he plays stuff like Call of Duty and FIFA and the Ultimate Pack shit and all the rest of it. Standard. Your standard teenage boy shit. I haven't done the test. Don't hit me. Okay, level up. See, it says level up, so maybe I now have enough to understand this individual fish's status. There's no more bits anyway. Okay, Juratotus material, it's a tier. Not even a large one, just a tier. And just turn, I see the bombs of the basilicas. Here he is, he come. Just shred at his fins, his body, just get amongst it. Just shit some fucking wisdom into his bones. Just fucking get him. Send him. The Bazalgos is gonna harass us a bit longer. Fucker. Harass us a bit longer. And I hope he'll fuck off in a bit when we're not interested in him, or he takes some damage from the fish. If the fish is alive enough to ever get damaged. At least it's helping me break parts. At least they're fighting directly now. There's more mud here now. Let's pick that shit up. And some investigations added from parts being broken and meat gathered in this mud. Maybe it's even a Juratodos one. That would be nice. Want to fight a Bazalgos? That would be nicer. Yeah, we haven't seen like a master rank Bazalgos yet. That's kind of surprising to me. I figured he would be around like as frequently as he used to be. So you got that exclamation mark on him now. That's on the that's on the Bazalgos. It's curious. I wonder what that means. Never actually looked into this shit. Games don't have manuals anymore. They just have tutorials and electronic manuals, and I just forget that shit exists and don't look at it. Cause it's like, well, it's not a little booklet I can just take out of the game case. Even if it's thin and useless, just give a wee manual. You know, just do that. I know you might go like, well, you know, saves on paper, so that helps the environment and all that. And you're right, but that's not the reason they do it. They do it so they don't, it doesn't cost them anything to, it costs less when they're distributing shit and making shit. It's also rich because they're, it's not like they're being conservative in resource use when it comes to like anything else. Like, big game events and all marketing materials en masse and shit like that. And a few less posters and a few more game manuals. See, the weapon's getting on yellow durability, which means his health must accordingly be getting quite low. But he's not skull yet. Maybe you need a number of bits, even if you have like the gauge on him maxed, to be able to identify status. He's got skulls. Okay, I'm going to take that as confirmation that you just need to collect enough bits of the individual monster to be able to read its status from its behavior, which I would have thought that that's what your overall research level is. I guess technically it does, because you need to max out your research meter on this monster to be able to do that, but then you still need to collect bits in it. He's now just staggering back. Alright. Hopefully just being here will bait him towards me. Yep. Oh yeah, come on, get in the sack. Yes, well, that's the end of my Juratodos temper quest. Unless I got more of them. I actually don't remember if I picked up a fin this time. I don't think I did. I think I just got skills, if anything. Should be enough in the reward. No, there's not. Well, there's one fin. And that's it. So we're gonna have to go hunt the regular. Quick sheath, weakness exploit, poison resist. They do give quite a whack of experience. Let's just beat that down to 2. Hopefully I didn't miss one without realizing it. And anyone who actually is watching this is probably going, "Oh, you fucking idiot." I mean, it's not like I'd be any more focused if I wasn't talking anyway. I'd still just be like, blah, blah, blah. Keeping kind of bad as well, because I'm just listening to shit talkers on this video. Fuel reserves, fuel air should go do that. Rip. Restock button is triangle, Captain. Let's go. Fuck with this shit. Yeah. Give me my candy. How many herbs do I have? 224. That's a healthy number of herbs again. We're good. Nope, Luigi's squeaking. He wants out. Alright, give me a sec, kitty cat. Hello. You want out? Dolls. You want outside to go sleep in the front room, don't ya? Nope. My bag's in the way. There you go. Okay, doors open. Cat's away out. My mom theorized that his last 2 days he's actually wanted to eat more food. Like, he's been like meowing, squeaking about his bowl when he's had 3 today, and he wants a 4th. Ugh. My mom theorized that's because of the gum treatment is better. Like, not better, is working. And I will say his gums look less inflamed and swollen. So, I don't know if they'll stay that way. We'll find out, because, like, the, what was it? It was an antibiotic. Yeah, I was going to say, was it the antibiotic or the antibiotics? The antibiotic one ends on the 2-week course. Like, the injection was meant to last for, ends on Tuesday coming. So we'll keep an eye on his mouth for like a week after that and see if like any discernible change, and then probably book another one, actually, another vet visit. Hang on a second, I'm gonna blow my nose. Ugh. Alright. Anyway, do need more. No, I desperately need nitro shrooms. What are we doing for mandragores? Actually, pretty well. Don't have any toadstools. I don't know what toadstools do for like fungi form. For a mushroom mancer, even. I don't know what these do either. It's edible, only one way to find out. I should, no, fuck it, I'll stuff it in my mouth when I find it. I should get a supply of these going. Or just buy a ton of cool drinks. I have 96 of them already, we're fine for this. Let's, get mushroom growth going. Well, why not just keep the fungi thing only? But it's kind of, well, I won't be growing fungi forever, so you might as well keep everything topped up. It's been a long and frantic day. Well, do I have any Duratotus shit out of that? Barrel, Angina, Puke. I only have 4 of these again. 50 minutes, 2 feints, or max 2 players, even 3 feints. That's fine, that's casual. Well, have more health, but it's hunt, so it doesn't matter if I kill him. I'd prefer to catch, but you know, it doesn't matter if he dies. And you're like, wouldn't he be at the top? And I was like, hang on, look at the rest of the list. Let's have a look. That's not moving the battery meter down below, so that implies it is fully charged. We're not off the cord. I haven't completely examined all of the Tokyo Game Show news. I know Konami announced a new game that has cool aesthetics, but I don't know if that means anything. What else was there? I already made reference to like the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles release date, Death Stranding stuff. I haven't actually watched the gameplay in full, but I've seen clips and I'm like, oh yeah, sick. I'm debating if I will watch it in full or if I'll just like leave it to be amazed by beyond the stuff like the monster can, or how you play a robot when you're in Sam's room, and if you keep zooming in on Sam's dick, he'll eventually just punch the robot. Which is, he also covers his junk, which is a fun touch. It's kind of, yeah. Yeah, this, well, I don't know if it discourages that behavior exactly. It's kind of like, 2B does the thing where she plants her foot on the camera and kicks it away back to normal if you try and pick up her skirt in Nier Automata. But the fact that you have an animation for that, I feel like just encourages more people to do it, to see it, you know? Nier Automata also bound a trophy to it, which Lollipop Chainsaw also did. Lollipop Chainsaw only had the character cover though. They didn't react. They didn't like push the camera away or anything. It's a curious trend. I know it is meant genuine fun and all, but it is also kind of like when you're buying a trophy to it though, like, you're just encouraging the behavior. You know. Mind you, I did do it on both games anyway. And if Death Stranding has a trophy for it, I will do it anyway. So, I'm not one to lecture or speak of like, you know, moral purity here or anything. But yes, that was good. I just took a moment there to try and go like, how did I get on this topic? Right. Death Stranding at Tokyo Game Show. The mind wanders, so... Alright. You're not a big one, you're actually on the smaller side. Well, I say smaller, probably the average side is more accurate. But maybe. I don't know, like, it doesn't seem like overly small, but it's also like, it's not the... You can visibly tell this one's a lot like smaller than the last ones, because like... Look at the size of me next to it when it's on its side like that. Just fucking wreck him. Fucking... Just to keep wrecking. Wreck everything that gets in the way, murder all of them. I'm actually surprised at the time, because I said wreck and that made me think, you know, like Wreckage, which is still like one of the Wreckage. It was something like that. I forget if she had the I in the end of her name. The end of her surname, sorry. But I need to check that out. She's like the main character from Giga Record. It's still like an astounding name. I think about that game quite a bit still. I'm quite fond of that game in the end, even if some of the puzzle, like the dialogue, the art, the story, like even the world, like in general, that quite tickled me, that game. I'm quite fond of it. The physics puzzle stuff isn't, I mean, some of it was quite good, and some of it was quite inspired even. There was a lot of, some genuinely good puzzles with really cheeky, clever solutions, and I did like how freeform your ability to solve some of them was. You could, like, it was all finagling and clumsily beating stuff into place, which is fitting for someone whose power is just wrecking shit. You know, it's not graceful, you just kind of have to, like, hack what you're doing beyond anything you're asked to do something that isn't just outright destroy shit. And I respected what it did in vis-a-vis like boss fights and stuff. That was pretty cool. Even some of them, as I say, some of the drop sword moves on like the first boss, and this sword spinning attack on the final boss. Like both of those are a bit like, yeah, that's a bit bullshit. I know I did learn the ladder in the end. I began to just like do it without getting hit, but I would still say it's a bit horseshit. Just a bit. But yeah, like, I found that game and I still think of it quite a bit. So, I know it's only a port of a game they made years ago, so it doesn't have any real bearing or effect on Town. I'm surprised that Town is coming out in a month. It just, after its announcement, it was like, oh, it's in work, you probably won't see it for a while. And now it's coming out a month before Pokemon, and it's just an eShop game. I do intend to play it and might even stream it, but that would be down the backlog a bit, and what's the backlog? Down the docket a bit, I should say. I like the idea of a docket for recording and streaming games. It sounds nice. I need to really sharpen this fucking weapon. I haven't gathered any of this guy's bits, so I won't know if he's going to die. But I suspect that he is dying. I just want you to touch the mud. Just to touch the mud. He's limping. He's dying. That's fine. We don't need the mud. I want to take it anyway because I want to die. So it would not give it to me. So this is good confirmation. I should keep an eye on the minimap. Yep. Producing skulls now. That's a confirmed. It is just you need to gather enough tracks from that specific monster to be able to get skulls. Now I know. Right. Fucking. Come on. Yeah, no, he's a bit on the smaller side for these things. Oh, this will give me the 2 fins I need. Wow. Fuck yes. Oh. I got earplugs 3 there. I mean, say earplugs 3, it's only... the 3 indicates it's a 3 size gem. That's good. I now have 2 of those. What? Oh. Yeah. Physics a bit. Curious. Let's give me that 20 enough for this. Yeah, I was told there that the engineer visit from the ISP is now been bumped up to Monday morning, so that's good. Hoping we still won't need to, like... That means it should be okay on Monday, hopefully. But I'm hoping I won't have to go through Sunday without it either anyway. That would just be nice. I would just quite like to have my internet. And if I don't, it's no big deal. Or anything, you know, it's no fuss. I mean, hey, it's armor spheres, I guess. There's no basilicles in this quest, anyway, so I got my wish. Puke at Anjanath. Just curious. But hey, yeah, it's certainly a lot better than any basilicles. Or any wraths. Not even gonna mute for that. Have fun. That's my aunt talking. Yeah, did she open the front door? To get a smoke or whatever? I don't think she did. No, they went into the living room, that's fine. So I'd have to go on cat guard duty for a few minutes. Yeah, I hope not, but then my mom hasn't shouted at me to come do that, so... Probably a good sign. Alright, let's go. Maybe that's enough to get your vital signs. That confirms it though, now I know how the skulls work. Learning things when I have the time to just study and bullshit. That was always the nice thing about, you know, taking time out between streams to go exploring and like gathering items and shit. I would have knowledge to be able to like share with Chris, and I would have, you know, I would have the resources to be able to pass around and shit. I'm curious. I think he did say like he ended up having to do what I did, like go and actually like collect all the materials, because you know, when he was playing with him, wouldn't do that. He just wanted to fight shit and didn't have the mind for gathering stuff, which is, you know, how the early dynamic was, to my memory at least, between us for this. Yeah, you're big and special, come on. Stop wasting my time. That's all the mod thing ever is, it's just time wasting. Also, it takes so long to like attack you through it. It doesn't feel like it's setting up for a free shot. It just feels like, you know, like it's wasting my time here. You got stuck and he immediately pounced on you. Like, okay, yeah, that's him going for like my fucking vitals. But prophecy as foretold. Although the cat was in reach, so I just seized him on the landing and brought him into my room. Stop attacking me, come on. Interrupting my violence. Goddamn fish. I will seize the fish lord, no matter what. Now the front door is closed. He's like, she opened the back door, I heard that. And I presume then she went out the smoke, but then she went out the front anyway, so what's the deal? You know? Okay, no, I'm not. There's one like burp. It's not coming. A tiny one. There we go. Just feel it in your stomach sometimes. You're just like, come out already. I will you two come. I'm sorry, Luigi. He's on the windowsill looking like he's sulking a wee bit. I did this kind of like... I kind of crept up on him. He was watching me come up to him, and he began to try and sprint into my sister's room because he's on the top stair coming up the stairs. And I just planted my hand on him, flattened him against the floor a little as I like grabbed him and seized him from running. Ugh, pardon me. I should really need for this, I'm sorry. Oh, God. There it comes. Fucking chicken katsu curry, man. All the mildly spicy stuff just makes me go burp. Never big one. I say never big ones. Sometimes big ones. Investigation added. We're getting all this good tempered shit. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need another tempered. Another tempered Nether Dragon variety because I have Nether Gigantes. We're gonna need like a Dower. Yeah, this is a Dower because I don't think any of us. I have like the Death Stench gear. I don't think any of us want the. There's also the Master Rank Gyros gear I could get, I suppose. Neither of us really want to like fight Valhazak. I was eyeing the Great Gyros gear, or just the Gyros gear, whichever. It is just the Great Gyros gear because that's the Ultra Plegia sack and shit, which is the Master Rank Super Sack. On top of because it looks sick. There's the skulls. It looks sick as hell because it's this like wicked hooded thing, and it has like a fluvial. It has a fluvial master which gives you like knolls of fluvial damage, and it doesn't stop build up, which I think I mean you'll still take stamina penalties or whatever the fuck, or however that worked. You don't take any like fluvial damage from it. Wait, I think that the fluvial damage is like. Oh, I just break it. Fuck it. That's what I get for being a fool. Oh, I'm back. Any horseshoe crabs? No. I have thorn pods actually, that'll do. Gotcha. That should be enough. I doubt this thing will give you a single fin. This is some Master Rank Gajai, and I think there's a Master Rank Fish quest I could do. What do I need from the Master Rank Fish? Didn't we do a Master Rank Fish? Pretty sure we did the Master Rank Fish one already, so I should just repeat that and it should be fine. That'll give me a grand fin. Yep, there we go. Fin plus. Quiz-in. Streamstone shards, fins, mysterious face stones. We got medicine and antidote. Let's hope not be fungi form. Alright, that's the high rank shit sorted. The master rank shit. We need to go kill some Gajai. I need a Gajai thick hide and a steel Gajai whisker. That thing I thought was a whole saying Chris was saying, but it was actually just... He was just naming the ingredient. I just misheard him entirely and just went off my own bullshit. I haven't started the video again since I paused it from being talked at. There we go. Okay, let's go sort that. Glavinus. Out in the wild. I should go see grabbing some of his footprints. Some of the Bamburos too, see if I can get some investigations for the pair of them. See if I can find any master rank tempered monsters. A tempered glavinus would go quite nicely, actually. That would hopefully give me better odds of getting a fucking mantle. Oh, pardon me. Okay, I don't care. No one watches this shit anyway. People only read like one out of every 5 things I post in the blog anyway. You haven't seen all the hideous things I've written about the fucking monarchy and those foreigners. I haven't. I haven't done that. It's fine. I feel like I don't need to specify that, but you never know. Some people take it serious. Some people don't understand sarcasm. I don't know how they exist, but they do, and they don't understand sarcasm. You know what? This is Master Rank, actually. We can go around gathering the endemic shit while we're here. Where's my capture net? Yeah, I got you. I mean, this isn't new, but they give you sizes in Master Rank, so that... Like a cactus or something over here. There's cactuses everywhere. I can find them more easily also. Yeah, there was cactuses here. A jewel cactus. This is the same cactuses. We got a special cactus. Okay, no, maybe I'm wrong. And maybe like the question is the same any which way. Broken egg. Might as well. With like there is some Kuriaku shit on some of the paths, so if I can snatch an investigation for that while I'm here, I won't say no. To be a Glavinus, yes. Glavinus and Kuriaku are in close proximity to each other. What's worth? Kamalkin is offering help. Try to capture it, sick. Footprints for everyone. I go like, hey, why don't you try and fight one of them by yourself? And the short of it is basically like, I could. It's barrel tempered old footprints. I was hoping for Glavinus, but that'll do in a pinch. Basically, I could do it. It would just take ages. Because like these things are long enough as is in 2-player mode, never in 1-player mode. And I'd also like I don't want this to go on too long anyway. I guess really I'll just be like only pillaging the Hoarfrost Reach then, because that seems to be the only new shit, and I took that to mean, oh, there is just all new endemic shit, but there's not. Oh well, fuck, that's both the Gajar bits I needed. Just delete those, sick. Where are them barrel footprints? Yep. Third level. More timbered barrel shit that could possibly give me an investigation. I'll take anything. It really is just you gotta keep hitting them and hoping that they just drop, but they won't. Maybe it's like picking tooth and nail till you get your first like few tempered quests that you can like actually use the mine investigations out of. There's the Bambro. I don't think he's automatically aggressive, so you might as well just like tail him and see if you can just get footprints out of him. Where is footprints? Let's see who the actually wants. The Bambro wants just directly ahead of me, I guess. I was just getting a bit eager. Investigation added. I do want to make the Bambro like armor because it does. That's the one I use in the beta, and it does look sick as hell. Even if I'm not gonna wear it often, I do want to have it. And it does have Mushroom-mancer in it, which if I knew, and if I don't know if it actually mattered in the beta, but if I knew it had, I would actually try to, make the most of it in the beta. Not that we had the time to. Like it's the Volcano, especially when you have 15 minutes. She was like 15 to 25 minutes for all of them. I don't like that. Oh, where are you? It's a latchberry. It's not the footprints. That's the footprints. Yeah, just following along, just collecting your shit. He doesn't aggro or get hostile on you, by default at least. Fishing. Endemic creatures having golden scale, like golden crowns and shit is just tragic. Like they just made the most awkward and difficult trophy on the trophy list even more awkward and stupid. It'd take forever. So I'm not gonna commit to even trying for the platinum in Iceborne because it's just not happening. I just do not have the patience. Yeah, fuck. I don't think we're gonna find any. Hey, we're not gonna find any. Wait, that's Barroth as well. Barroth is just our tempered monster for the day. It seems. Usually is a Barroth too. Trying to find Galavinus bits. Let's get some more Galavinus investigations. There's the Galavinus ones. There we go. And we're getting our Yaku investigations in, so I think we're going to ease up on that one. He's a shit shot. There's old Gavin. Hey, there we go. There we go. I should have equipped like a Gilly Mantle so I could follow him peacefully. There we go, that's the shit I want. This guy is just huge in general, so I don't have a feel for what size he is. Rathian, okay, so you can get multiple tempered monsters per thing. Hello, my son. Not that we got anything out of it, but my hopes for a tempered Glavinus grow. There's fireworks and shit going on outside. Or are you just sitting upright and watching? Kulo Yaku. Tons of Yaku investigations, I'll tell you what. I want your footprints. Leave footprints. There we go. So many Kuriyaku footprints. Good lord. For a thing that steals from creature's nest, it doesn't even try to hide its fucking trail, does it? Yep, I pissed him off. Just to skip his assault. Like thieves in the night. Hey. Pure crystal. We're gonna need quite a bit of those. So I've seen like at least a few things that use it already. Mandragora. Shit. Yeah, dump that. Mandragoras do grow on this map, just here. That's interesting. Bones. Bones. We need quite a lot of bones. Not these bones in specific, but lots of bones. I need those slog bones and shit, but you get those from fucking monsters directly. Okay, that's called there. Not the whole thing just yet. Let's call that run there. Now I need to go fight Jura Master Rank. I'm gonna take my Ice and Blast ones. Pardon me. Excellent. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Needs up though. We just settled on the windowsill. Door's closed again. It's just, you know, we have reset our positions. Additional body part damage. Any parts of the wooden bike will take bonus damage as well. Good to know. Not managed to successfully make that count yet. Alright. Well, I remember. Let's do, you know, this shit. I mean, it should really be like this. I'm not sure. Like, we use the hot drinks more than the cool drinks on average. Only one part of the Elders Recess needs that versus the entirety of Hoarfrost region needs hot drink. There you go. Roll this all the way over here. Next to the shit I have but never use. Do I have 69? I'm actually getting use out of them, so I should do that more often. Yeah. Yeah, that all works. Should move these like over here, shouldn't I? Yeah, I could stay where it is. I don't really call upon this directly very often. I just let the cat use his own judgment most of the time. Just be neat. Yeah, just be neat like that. Alright. Still dressed up in anniversary gear, that fucking pig. Right. The investigations I got, I'm curious. I didn't know that I didn't know. 'Know. Capture Rathian, capture Diablos, that's actually going to be quite useful. Glavenus in there, Glavenus, etc. I know Chris isn't fond of the Glavenus, etc. Like hunt, etc. But I think they're fine. So the individual monsters are weaker, like fairly significantly weaker to make up for the fact that you have multiples to catch, fight and catch. And they got, Kuriyaku and shit even at master rank. Hunt Glavenus, could have got better, but 20 minutes, that's fine. He's gonna be low health. And it's all this shit. Yeah, master rank tempers like that. One of tempered puke, but also is regular. Bamber. Yeah, let's see about this master rank fish, then we'll go walking in the snow. No. Not assigned, optional. See. I did do it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I'll actually eat my mushrooms this time. So we will need the power of the shrooms to do this. Okay. I just noticed, is that meant to look like a bit barren? Everything does look kind of empty. I never actually paid attention to, the environment shit. I wonder if they actually have me this look all empty and barren now. Because it does look like it's deliberately barren now to show you that there's no food here, which is weird. From the fact that it's, Celiana ain't exactly doing bad, and there's plenty of untapped resources over there to make deal with. The Buchanan hasn't been here all that long. How can we fucking things up that badly? Yeah, this is all shrunk down now. Almost me out of soup. They do make anomalous amounts of food for individual hunters and shit. She's not eating because she has nothing to do. Only 3 square meals a day. This tells me that for as good as they are about being nice to the environment and controlling monster populations and putting poachers to the death and shit, like they do consume perhaps they're more than they should of the environments. Oh hey, you just dumped me right next to it. Sick. Fucking have at you. This one's gonna take a while. Like, we're not doing as much damage, but like nowhere near as much. We're getting fuck tons of criticals though. Didn't eat my shrooms. Yeah. Attack and defense on. I am furious. I'm gonna miss fungi form whenever I'm doing like the fucking replay on PC. It'll be fun to do that, I presume, by Hammer, because that's basically what we've all but outright confirmed and said. Maybe actually we did say it once, and I was like, yeah, when you get on PC and join it, like, by all means, I'm willing to play it again with you. Because it's already prepped, so you can just, like, help us crush it fairly quickly. And get to the end game stuff better. Or at least more easily. Whoa. I love to spend time, like, gathering shit in large numbers by myself to have all the resources done. That's gonna be fun. Yeah. This is gonna take us a bit. Maybe I should have kept the claws on. I don't think they'd be doing any more damage against the master rank. Come on. Master rank thing, but still. He just got hit by something? I guess a fish attacked him? god, oh my god, just let me out of the mud. Well, there's that ground fin I wanted. It's not so much that the monster itself is hard. It's just, this thing is so awkward about weaknesses. There we go. Waiting for Blast to kick in. For exactly that. Yeah, the thing is, has master rank health and it's so awkward about weaknesses that this will just take a while with one person. Where are you? Give it. There we go. Sharp match. I need this shit upgraded and all. You know, if the internet is still fucked tomorrow, I might just, in the morning, record myself trying the Arch-Tempered Zora Magdaros, because it should still be up. And I'm pretty sure I will need it for, like, improving Fire and Ice. I know Fire and Ice was mostly Teostra and Daura. Mostly, it's probably all of those, I think. Although, I don't know, that's because I look at the ingredient list and it's like, it's all red and white, and I'm kind of like, that looks more like Zora Magdaros ingredient colors. No, Daura shit was also white, and Teostra shit is half red, half, say half. It is, like, mostly red, actually, thinking about it. Maybe it is just those two in Master Rank, I don't know. Something will need, like, the Arch-Tempered Zora Magdaros shit, though. Like, some high-end shit will probably need, like, a gem or mantle or whatever the fuck. Given that it's a volcano, it's basically, like, you know, not a volcano and it looks like an earth and shit. It basically is all mantle, isn't it? The earth's mantle. You get it. We are men of science. I love this series. I'm listening to you and you're not. I might just let you hear these conversations a bit. Just so you know what I'm giggling about. It always makes me laugh. It's just their enthusiasm, them being together as a bunch of pals. Spending the night, 2 nights in a row. It's playing this game in full, start to finish. Sonic Unleashed right now. So Sonic Unleashed was Black Knight, then Sonic 4, I think it's the order. And it was Colors, and they had to diversify. I think Mario Party came before Generations. Well, most of Mario Party came before Generations. The last one they did as a big group was 4 Swords. Before 4 Swords came the 13-2 LP. Which is this massive behemoth in its own right, a glorious thing. All of them, some of them are fond of like the PS1 Final Fantasies, Concrete Juice in particular. He's the main guy playing. But most of them clearly do not like or respect the series in any way. Mostly out of like, you know, the very something awful good belief that anything, you know, Japanese is very anime, and anything anime is inherently bad. Unless it's one of the appointed cool ones from the 90s. But apart from those beliefs, most of it is just genuine jokes and good crack. And a lot of it is just genuine humor and poking fun at a game with some pretty miserable writing, all told. Some comically bad writing. And stupid shit. But that is part of Final Fantasy's low point. The 13. That is basically Final Fantasy as a series low point is the 13 trilogy. And I say as someone who thought like 13-2, while it's like, you know, story isn't very good, and you know, the story isn't very good or well presented or anything, but no, he just rushed off to go fuck that thing up. But you know, like I like 13-2's gameplay. I actually did like Lightning Returns, or 13-3 as I insist on calling it. I did like its gameplay. I even thought its structure was alright. I liked it well enough The structure, I mean. Where's that rich mud I needed for a fucking painting? I think it was the rich mud. But, yeah, then I should, like, actually pick up your mud and shit, shouldn't I? Where did it all go? There it is. But yeah, it's, it's fucked off. Speaking of fucking off, go away. We never have any need for you anymore, Barrow. Fucker. I even looked away to check the cat there when he did that. Yeah, I liked 13. Like 13.3 even had some side quests that were genuinely like Lightning's person had like a bit of a personality showing through. They were like they had fun writing it clearly. I even enjoyed them for what they were, but the overall plot was fucking trash, and the game was just also very easy, very simplistic, and while it's like its central gimmick of being the Majora's Mask time loop, but it expected you to fail the loop and not make it to the 13th day, because it gave you more days. Okay, let me back up. It's like you have X amount of days before God, literal capital G God as it keeps being referred to, ends the last remnants of the world to recreate the entire world, because all reality broke and died at the end of 13.2. When the goddess... I forget her name. The goddess from 13, who was in the background of 13.1 and is like central to the plot of 13.2 despite never appearing or manifesting in any way herself. Beyond power is attributed to her, which is sort of neat, but clearly it's just like it's meant to be something you give a shit about. You kind of can't when, you know, it is just all, you know, referenced in word only. Pardon me. Yeah, so she died in not even at the end of yeah, at the end of 13.2, but properly, like, the 13.2 DLC actually, like, showed the whole hard elf ended, which was just Lightning fighting Caius forever, until Caius just went, "Your sister, the dead, I win," and then Lightning went off to be a crystal until she was resurrected by capital G God, whoever the fuck he is. I forget his name. He is referenced in the lore of 13.2 as a bad man who do bad thing. Like the super fallacy boss man. He's not explicitly referred to as bad in that lore, because that lore is written by the fallacy's direct followers and shit, and they aren't going to call them bad, because, you know, the gods would fucking kill you. You just kind of infer that he a bad thing. Yeah, like, so you have, like, first you have, like, I forget what the exact number of. Let's just say, like, for sake of argument, you have 3 days. 3 in-game days, like, every hour is... It's some amount of time, it's, like, obviously very sped up. It's not, like, a few minutes, it's quite a bit more than that. I think it's half an hour. Not even half an hour, maybe be an hour, actually. An hour sounds more right. And when you advance the story and do the main story quests enough, you will get, like, life energy for, like, this tree thing in your home base inside God's hidden magic temple. Magic sci-fi temple thing he had. I should fucking, like, show these games. Like, they're on Steam, but I don't know how good the reports are. I have all of them on PS3, and I never did finish 13.1. Like, they're also, like, fuck long. 13.3, not so much. It's still, like, you know, fairly long as games go. It's like... It's a good 30 to 40 hours. Depends on our side quest happy you are. I would be playing it on these to make it go faster still. And, yeah, I would play that on easy to make it go fast. So, 13.2, I would play on normal, because that's just, like, easy would make fights faster, but fights already go fairly quick anyway. Especially once you begin, like, really fucking with the monster making and shit, and I love me some fucking with monster making shit. Like some monster fusion, monster catching, collecting, raising, and fusing. That shit's just my jam. Kinda wish Pokemon had more extensive breeding or like fusing mechanics or something. Like not just egg moves, but like you could, you know, by breeding specific Pokemon together and getting like, you know, like one of their offsprings, you would have, you know, that the offspring would have not just like, oh, it can get a hidden ability, but it have like an ability that species ordinary doesn't learn. Like it inherits the ability of the other parent entirely. And while that would sometimes make like wacky things that don't make any sense or are stupid, he's weak. I see the skulls, not that I needed to because he's limping. It would just be fun if like, you know. Sorry. Where did I put my trouser at the end? Right after the bombs. Pardon me. Don't get me. Come on. Just fucking ram me. Just like Jaws, that's right. Smiley, son of a bitch. Yeah, I actually did end up doing that one. Not completely. I'm not going to be fighting this again in Master Rank. Well, he's not now. But yeah. So 3 days, right? And you advance the story, you get energy for the God Tree, and that will extend the world's life by like another 2 days. And the idea is you are like, I'm actually gonna need to like pause. It's gonna get mind flooded by listening to the video at the same time. But the headphones off and all, just to free up brain part. It's just distracted by things. It's cortex. I'm just eyeing these. What the hell? Mite seeds. Interesting. Wyvern gem, large wyvern gem. Yeah, 2 of them. Wind resist. I think that gave me less than the tempered fish did. Oh, whatever. But yeah, and after the first area, which is this little like metropolitan small town city area, it's like a fragment of what used to be a city, and it's just like its own little town thing. When you get past that, you open up like a more extensive city, which is like run by snow. There's like great plains of wilds where like monsters roam and shit. What was the third area? I forget the third area entirely. There was a third, but I forget it entirely. Actually, I vaguely remember it was like some sort of pyramid catacombs thing, which was left somehow by the people who opposed the fallacy and capital G God, and that would give you hints towards God being the fucker. And I don't really remember beyond that, and the fact that it had loads of enemies, and I was a bit sick of it. Wasn't really. I really enjoyed the Wilds world because like there was a wide variety of monsters. There was lots of them, and in one instance, when I was running across the field, I managed to kill every single behemoth in existence, which was sick. That's a mechanic I'll actually talk about in the bit. I was actually quite fond of that mechanic. I really liked it. Like then you would basically the game structure was I would say non-linear, yeah, because you could do the main story branches of any of the 3 areas in any order, sort of technically, because there was kind of level requirements and stat requirements to like the boss fights, obviously, because as far as I know, they didn't change in scale with you. I don't think they did anyway. They had like a fixed like leveling order, sort of, but you could just level any which way you wanted, really. And you'd go and you'd do those quests. And that would, advance the story. You get more tree energy, and I think you would also get an energy that let you rewind time and give yourself more time to do the stuff in. Essentially, like extending. Not even you like had a max extension of 13 days, and you could also get like time rewinds and shit to redo stuff more. I think you didn't keep your progress. I forget exactly. It has been years. I only played that game once. But it was essentially Majora's Mask, but with like a much longer. Like there was a loop, but it's much longer. And like there are side quests upon side quests, and it's like some side quests only appear on certain days, so you have to do them, and then like sequels to those side quests, or like they would stop at the point, and you have to continue them the next day or at certain times. Main story quests were also kind of like that. Like you had to be at certain places at certain times to advance the story quests and shit like that. It was trying to do the Majora's Mask thing, but just on a grander scale, and I think it actually sort of made it work. The only real problem with it was that it was too easy, and I ended up never having, because like it tells you after the first section. I think after the first section, when like the tutorial bit effectively ends. Like I say tutorial, but the opening bit is more accurate because it stops the tutorial after like an hour or some shit. But the opening section where it's like still walking you through like the world and the story and all that, when that ends, it explicitly tells you that if you get to if you run out of time, you get forced into the final boss fight then and there, as you are, and because the final boss is a fixed thing that you have to fight, you will lose and die. And then the game will let you redo everything, keeping all your stats forward. It's not quite like the Majora's Mask loop where, actually I guess in a way it is, but there's no explicit entity who resets time for you when you fail. Like if you let the moon fall and it wipes out everything and kills Link and all, the thing, like you met with terrible face, like it's the mask man, isn't it? Whatever spirit entity is doing that, like rewinds time for you to like fix your mistakes you didn't rewind time yourself. Pardon me. Keep doing that, like that. It's like chop smack, like my clip, whatever. I'm sorry. It annoys me too when I realize I do it when I do it in general, honestly, because I'm just kind of don't make that noise, but I keep doing it. Yeah. Which I find interesting, but like again, the game's too easy. Like it is extremely easy, to just, well, not extremely easy. It is, but it's easy enough with like the right planning, paying attention to your equipment and skills, and doing a lot of fighting. That was it. You could also like stop the flow of time while still like running around doing things. That was like one of your grand abilities you could get, and not to spend the resource to stop time. And what I did at one point was I stopped time and then ran around killing off all the monsters in the big field area for the experience points and items and all that. But also because, that if there were no fights, I could just sprint across the whole thing uninterrupted and not spend any time in fights, which would eat up set amounts of time no matter how quickly or slowly you did them. It's always like, you eat 5 minutes off the clock even if it took you 13 minutes to beat the thing. I think that was how that worked. Again, it's been years. Played that at launch and haven't touched it since. You occasionally thought about it. But, I did it again, for fuck's sake. You see, it's not even like I'm doing it. I just do it as a habit, like a habitual pause, like rethink. It's like the way people go like Mirai, or like politicians use filler words to like give themselves time to like prepare the next like load of bullshit. Oh god, there we go. I'm making this unbearable as hell to listen to, I know. Yes. I said yes, even though I forgot what I was saying. Because I'm coming in here to do the fish thing. 13-3. So yeah, it was easy. I found my train again. It was just easy enough to like overpower yourself. Like you could very easily get like super good equipment. I mentioned the monster extincting mechanic. If you fought and killed every single behemoth in existence in the plains, once you killed the final behemoth, he would drop a great like bright pink sword that was incredibly powerful. Like it was a massively powerful sword, even without upgrades. I don't know if you could upgrade it, but it was just massively powerful. And once you had that, you could just steamroll most of the game provided you were equal level. Provided you were like at a good leveling pace, you would just overpower anything at your level or below it because that sword was just that bullshit. Especially with one of your forms, one of your classes. You determine your classes by there's like specific outfits like you could get that would give her like sort of forms of the classes in the past two games. They were just like ability sets of like different spells. The mage classes got separated into like piles of different outfits with each of a few different spells and abilities and shit like that. Which I didn't mind. I liked that well enough, and I always liked aesthetics, alternate costumes, and dress up in games basically. So I was fine with that bit. Quite enjoyed that bit actually. What was it? Yeah, it was. I'm terrible for this, I know, but that's because I'm having to like essentially fill time by myself, and I'm also like hearing noises at the back, which sounds like a plane or a helicopter or something. But where was I going with the easiness thing? 'Cause I was talking about how easy it was, and how that made the loop inconsequential essentially, because you could just easily break the game over your knee. And if you were like me, you would end up beating the game without ever failing the loop. You would get all 13 days, you would see basically almost practically a perfect playthrough. I think it actually was like a perfect playthrough because I got the platinum in one playthrough. I even like killed like the quote unquote super hard optional boss that was just like a giant what did they call them? A thief, like a giant thief, which is like the zombies from like the gods of the fallacy would brand people, and that would turn them like into Ulysses. And if you failed your mission in the allotted random time limit that the gods give you that suited their own needs, you would turn into a Seath, which was just like this blue, craggly, rock-like skinned zombie with like a red eye on it somewhere, and still like your human face and shit like in its body peeking out somewhere. Like designs were a bit ghastly, and I actually quite liked that about them. That are pretty distinctive. But and they had some like really cool little touches of like hidden faces or like like hands covering eyes and shit on the body and all that shit. You could see like fragments of the person that once was now in this monster body that's just operating on its own. And they're still in there, like they're alive and tormented and panicking. And some are implied that like they're implied to either still have control or once have had control but have since lost it. After a point, like after you have control as a C for a while, and you implied you lose it, as you just lose your mind and go crazy and become feral and shit like that. There were good bits to 13's lore. It just didn't make the most of it, and spent a lot more time wanking and wasting time on bullshit, bad scenes, and stupid ideas. Even in the worst ones, you can see good things, and that's the essence of criticism. There is good shit in the 13 trilogy, just isn't used well. Or it doesn't get the shine, or it gets overshadowed by better, like it gets overshadowed by all like the focus on the bad ideas and stupid execution. Well, not necessarily stupid execution, but like poor execution, like poorly done execution. Maybe I would do 13 too, but the thing is to like make it really matter, you'd have to do 13 too. To do 13, I guess sort of to do 13 2, you'd have to do 13-1, except if you just know the general story of 13-1, you can just get off on 13-2 pretty easy. 13-1 is a fucking long game. That's like it's the worst of the trilogy by far because its hyperlinearity means it's just incredibly boring, and you do need to stop and grind monsters if you want to have a chance against specific bosses who are fucking terrible and take goddamn ages, even if you're prepared and know what you're doing. All the rest of it. And whereas 13-2, you can break over your knee fairly easily if you do the monster taming, catching, fusing shit all pretty well. And like, because that's my jam, I still know a lot of the tricks and where to find super monsters and how to build super monsters. Like what specific bomb you need, bomb enemy, the Final Fantasy bomb enemy to use as your mage monster, and like how to give it every single spell in the game. Like all the different elemental spells it needs to use to like fight everything, and then just fucking you're off and running. It automatically has the god tier power. Should try and talk while actually doing the shit. I need the forge. I need to upgrade the longsword. You. Yep. And that's Dipter's 2. No, we want Dipter's 3. And then we want Dipter's Varzir. And now it has an actual blade on it. I can get all the way up to Fu. And that's that. Right, I have my water longsword for fighting the Glavenus now. Sick. It has a 3 gem and a 1 gem. Ooh. I'll at least be able to, I don't have the full Glavenus armor yet. That will do. I said full because I do have some bits of it. I can't organize this just yet. I built the alpha meal and the beta braces, so I have a 4 gem slot to fit the earplugs 3 gem in. Because once I get earplugs 4 charm, I can just plug the earplugs gem into the gloves, and then I'm off and running. And then everything else I have just this. Because I want the normal shots and heat guard. We'll have maximum might mostly fine, and then I just have bunches of single gem slots to pop all my fungi form and stun resistant shit in. I'll be sword, I'll be fine. I haven't really accounted for ones on my weapons because I keep changing weapons a lot. Ideally, I would just have lots of copies of, I guess earplugs really, and just stick them into like the new, like the 3 slots and 4 slots on the newer weapons. But, yeah, like, that's the thing, I wouldn't want to play 13-3. I know we entertain the prospect of, oh, David watches this, he will laugh his ass off, and he'll go like, yes, you must. I never did finish 13-1. I did finish 13-2 and platinum it. I did finish and platinum 13-3, as I said. And the platinum in 13-2 was in large part because having watched the 13-2 Let's Play I was referencing earlier, because I did watch that. Well, I didn't. It was ongoing when I got 13-2 myself on PS3, and I had seen great chunks of the game, and I really wanted to hang with the monster stuff and see like alternate dialogues and sort of play along. I will admit, and so I did, and because I effectively had a bit of a guide while I was at it, I could it made getting shit a lot easier. Let me get through things a bit quicker, and I was able to do things more efficiently and better than they. And things they use like guides for, I actually did by experimentation. Like they used a guide to build up a super monster. Monster itself you define by throwing your Moogle. You have to go to a certain spot on a certain map, throw your Moogle out of bounds at a certain spot, and it will pick up this invisible item and bring it back to you, and that will be the crystal containing the monster. And then that monster you can raise in very specific ways, for very specific monsters to get very specific abilities, to turn it into, and then just level it up and turn it into this fucking hell beast that will just eat the entire game casually for you, because it's just it's super fast, super powerful creature that runs up and basically headbutts things in the oblivion before they can move. And they did that so they could cheese the rest of the game and do it a lot easier, because they didn't want to do a full-length RPG properly for a Let's Play, because they'd be there forever. That's valid, that's fine. Yeah. They were doing it for mostly for the comedy and to see the misery of 13-2, because none of them, the main guy playing it hit a 13-1, thought it was abysmal, and it was still a subject of controversy in the fandom and online at the time and all that, and all the rest of it. So it was deliberately playing this bad, you make fun of it. I wouldn't call 13-2 bad myself, but that's the idea. Hello, my son. He's moved to the other end of the windowsill and he's sitting up against it, lying down. You're tired. But, I'm just rambling about the 13 trilogy now. I wouldn't mind. I kind of would because it is a bit long, but I myself would enjoy doing 13 because I do enjoy playing 13-2. 13-3 I'd have to give thought. I'd have to give considerable thought, and as I said, if I did do it, I would play it on easy. Just to speed through it. Because while I did enjoy the combat, and I did enjoy some of the side quest stuff, and I did enjoy
mainly the side quest writing. A lot of the main writing is just terrible. It's just bad. Like your man Notomu Toriyama, the director writer of the series, creator of Lightning, and the man who like painted Lightning half nude because she's his waifu that he made. He loves her beyond anything. Uh, he has this obsession with Lightning being a stoic, emotionless, quote unquote badass, but mainly stoic and emotionless, and all being all ethereal and important sounding and this special and like, oh, I'm a goddess, oh, I take things ultra seriously and only emote to be mad or annoyed at times, and even then I don't do that much after 13.1 and all this, even though Lightning was far better in the 13.1. Like Lightning's best scenes were the points where the facade broke down. Because her whole backstory was that she was in her early 20s. Her parents died in one of the god attacks, like the enemy fallacy attacks on the Cocoon, which was run by a faction of gods who were exploiting humanity. And, you know, so under the doctrine and all that, she joined the military. She joined up with like the man in the service to become like captain, so she could pay for, keep her and her sister well, pay for their living, get her sister into school, into college, so that she would go on and get a good career and live for herself and all that. She became the mom at that point. And to do that, she took up this fucking like iron, this iron facade, like this emotionless mask of like, I'm tough, I'm hardcore, like don't fuck with me. I just get shit done. I just do the job, get my money, walk home, sort of thing. And there were moments in 13.1 where the facade did crack, and like sadly it was with Hope mainly, because like, she was part of Hope for most of the game. Hope was like a whiny 13-year-old boy who hated his dad because he's like, oh, he's taking my mom away, and my dad is kind of shit and bad. And then the only time you actually see the dad in person, he instantly is panicked for Hope's well-being above anything else. He lies to government soldiers to their faces to protect Hope and keep them from finding Hope. He doesn't even question this. He doesn't need like I need to move this so the cat can jump on it. There you go. He doesn't even. He doesn't. He does this unquestionably. He doesn't go like, "My son, you've been branded. I need to have a more quandary about this." Just instantly lies to government guards. He knows his son is branded. He knows his son can't stay, and he has to run off to do this god quest, or everything will go to shit. His son-in-law, I should specify, because like his Hope's married, like he married Hope's mom. He's like a father-in-law, and Hope is just like, I hate him. He's poopy. He doesn't like me or my mom. When he actually did, and at no point do you ever see any of this supposed attitude or anything that would lead you to like see why Hope would even think that, because the dad, like the only thing you ever see of the dad, he is unquestionably loving and supportive of his son-in-law. He like grieves and regrets that his wife died in the initial attack at the start of the game. He weeps and all that, but he knows that his son-in-law is fine. He dedicates himself to raising his son-in-law, making sure that, okay, go on your quest because you have no choice. They do it. I will support you. He protects him, sees him off, understands fully, and you're meant to believe to that point that Hope, who is very whingy and annoying and generally unlikable, yeah, he's meant to be surprised by that and go like, oh, I guess he really does care. And it's kind of like, I don't see why you would ever think he didn't. Because all we see is him caring. Like that's it. We only ever see him caring. We never get any flashbacks even to points that would imply that he didn't ever care. Or he does this kind of like, oh, he's like fucking son. I'm just like here for the wife. I love her. I'm like the son I'm awkward with. That's the deal Blazers on about, by the way. You can sort of see them on my backpack there. Look at those. They look so fucking sick. Imagine them on the Glavenus armor. And it's called Smoldering Cities. Look like fucking Devil May Cry weapons. But yeah, that's what I need to get. And I have all the Lavisios shit, so let's just forge this. I'll let this one go, because I don't think I've actually let the forge scene run. Or at least this forge scene run with the new guy in charge. Although I don't think he does anything, it's just these two still. Yeah, it is just these two still. Get that, we're not going to equip it. I'm going to upgrade upgrade those. 13.1 was just bad. Like I'm sorry. Like I know people are like kind of like I really like her or whatever, and it's like well you know it did this thing right. It didn't do a lot right. It did have some things right and had potential. Like as I was saying, Lightning was at her best when her facade of like perfect emotionless like super soldier shit cracked, and she began to show that she was caring for Hope. Like because he was a young 13-year-old boy. Her sister is also like a young teenager. Her sister got turned to crystal, and in this like high stress situation, she begins to latch on to Hope and use him as a new like someone that can fight in, but also someone to like care for and sort of effectively mother, I guess. And that's something. Like, you can clearly see in that there's potential in that to represent that she mothers stuff as hard as she does, and in the way that she does because of her emotional damage, losing her parents in a lot of young ages. There was like a lot of interesting things you could have delved into and done there, but they just didn't because the game's development was awkward and rushed and mishandled because they used that awkward, stupid crystal engine, which while it was fucking gorgeous and still is, still produced like one of the best looking, in my opinion, the best looking game on PS3. I was thinking about that. I'm thinking about like Dragon's Crown is on there, like vanilla artwork stuff is on there. Best looking like 3D AAA game. I should guess I'll give the quantifiers of that sort of thing. The high end, fancy flash, like realistic people sort of look and all that. Well, Final Fantasy still maintains its distinct art style and distinguishes itself from others, even with its realistic visuals. Uh, we don't have this shit. It is Lavia Sea Elf shit. So this is just like, is it just high rank Lavia Sea Elf shit? That's fine. This is the shit we want right here. Right, I should now check what I need to make the goddamn. That was Telia's Hell Shell. I'm gonna guess that's the Lavinus Mantle. Must be. I'm not sure what the thing is. And then this is supposed to be from either a Tempered Glavenus or another monster entirely. Like some legendary fire monster we don't have yet. That's my fire deal with sorted at any rate. No, Forge. Because we're forging armor. Helmet needs a Hell Shell, which I have marked, and a mantle. So that thing we have is not a Glavenus mantle. That's something else, unless it's like a special mantle. Oh, this tells me that I need a Glavenus mantle, even though I've never had one or touched it, which is curious. This guys will just tell me because I faced and killed or captured a Glavenus. It'll just be like, okay, you know what parts it has now, because you researched it well enough or some shit. Hell Shell you get from breaking the back, that's easy enough. The mantle is the problem. I'm guessing we are just going to need to kill it, and just, as Chris said, like, go for the carve chances instead. Just kill it and try and carve the mantle out. I need to find out how to break the tail. I'm hoping the longsword will let me do that by just doing overhead swings at all the parts of the tail, break it off. And then I can just carve the tail in hopes to get a mantle. It's not as rare as the guy think it is, I hope. So I've not had bad luck with getting gems and special, like the really rare special shit out of monsters. Comically so, if you see my streams of David on this game. I think those happened on stream. I would just get all the fucking gems he needed. Like he would need like a white. It wasn't a wyvern gem. It was like a specific monster's gem, and I got like fucking 2 or 3 of it before he got one. I think I got 2 of those in the same quest run as well. So Hell Shell and Mantle. That's what we need to do with that thing. It all comes together. Alright, we're gonna go to Hoarfrost Reach and just run around picking shit up. Beatotus, Dachi, Butterbur, whatever. Let's go. I can't make myself sad about that when I think about it in that sense. Because like 13-3, the more I think, not 13-3, 13 as the Final Fantasy 13 is a trilogy. A lot of interesting ideas. There are interesting things you could have done with those characters that just weren't done. Maybe didn't want to get that deep. Maybe Moto Toriyama didn't want his waifu being psychologically examined in that way. Even though it would have been very interesting and would have made a nice counterpart to Cloud, like she was sort of implied to be, with how they have like similar facial structure and general look. You probably seen that image of like Lightning in 13 with like the I think it was the admin children render of Cloud, like overlaid on top, and they have like same general facial structure and proportions in the head, at least in the face and head like that, which is a bit weird. But they have that, and it's kind of like if you wanted to do that sort of thing, you really should have had like Final Fantasy VII gets probably psychological later on. I'm kind of literally, because at one point you go inside, like like spoilers, you kind of go inside a dude's head, like a literal head. Not literal head. You go inside his mind though. It's like a literal mind, and you see like you just see all the shit inside his mind, and you're like, oh shit. I did not expect this game to go these places. Like, yeah, eat your fucking heart out, Earth, bro. I think everyone goes like, oh man, this game has like the psychological shit, and it's like drug trip sort of thing. It's kind of like, yeah, man, did you ever play Final Fantasy VII? Same sort of shit, and you wouldn't think that. Probably because you're under the assumption that because it's like the big renowned one and was a much more major, higher advertised RPG, and you think that'd just be a safer play and all that. Nah. 1990s Square Enix, they didn't fuck about. They took risks. They did interesting shit. They told very good stories and told them very well at that. Whatever. I think I already got the super one out of these anyway. Wait. What was that? What was that? That was a... And I saw that mark. That was the mark of a tempered monster track. Beotodus track. Investigation added. I think we just got a tempered Beotodus. Speaking of Beotodus, hi mate. I'm wearing one of your brother's skins. Is this all Butterbirds? Did I get anything other than the Butterbirds in here? I don't know. Well, we got the super one, so there's that. I'm pretty sure we already had it, but we have it now. Yeah, Millennium Butterbird, that's right. I don't know if I ever got the middle one. I feel it'd be weird if I didn't. There's like 3 of them, and there's like a middle one. It's like, I guess young, and like I don't know, I call it aged or something, but I don't know if that's what's actually called. Maybe there is only 2, I don't know. Hi. Barriel's over this way, so we should be careful. Is that a cat? There's a... That's a cat. I'm gonna guess the Tigers will break this shit and let us advance. That's a boot. Bambaro. Tempered Bambaro shit. Troopers, they'll try and capture it, yeah. Yeah, the Tigers will break this shit if we fight him here, that is. Pretty sure we do fight him here. And... Because I climbed that, we didn't eat the bug. Well timed. Oh, I guess I can't already have run around and seeing everything out until we open the new parts of the map with the next monsters. I'm just presuming that, by the way, I haven't looked that up or anything. But I'm presuming, because the Tigrex is this like vicious ass dragon that you saw me fight it in the beta. It's this like fast, ferocious fucking thing. I could see it bursting through that fucking rock wall to get at us. That would make sense because there's a bit of the maps that we're in the beta we haven't seen yet. I'm pretty sure, like some higher up, like outer cliff shit that we had. Actually, no, that's where we mainly fought the Barrios. Actually, and that is so we have seen that bit. Never mind me. Just thinking every which way. We're not gonna be out here as long as I thought, because we kind of have. I actually picked up more than I realized on my little trips. Unless there's like a endemic plant life I haven't done yet. Some frozen bones we can go on this though. We do need that shit. Big numbers. Thick bone, thick bone, thick bone. Fuck it. Well, that's the field research for bone piles completed at least. This is something's like nest area where it drags shit at the kill back. There's a frozen bone. Maybe it's just the wolves that do that for this bit. They're always sitting here. It could be them. Ooh. Would you give me an investigation? Nah, you wouldn't, would you? Be nice if it did, though. Viper Toby Kadachi, let's not piss it off. I saw the old fellas. Is that just lingering from when I saw them up there, or was there a new set? There we go. Banbur, actually. That must have been this lingering from the old set. Fucking. No investigation. I mean, at least we got the Beototus one. Did I ever catch the sleep frogs? There are Toby the Kadachi old fellas here. Oh, haven't I? Yeah, I've never seen these things sitting here peacefully thinking about it. Didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. Should probably do the cat quest at some point. It's probably just for the cats and not any monster shit, honestly. I'm gonna root through this like body over here if you don't mind, mate. Yeah, nah, he's not fussed. He doesn't care. Like, we're not attacking him. He doesn't give a shit about us. We're not prey. We're cool with each other. Golden fish. Instead, do keep a respectful distance just in case we do piss him off somehow. Hey, finally got one of the body off of a master rank Vespoid to pick at. Does have a whole drinking animation, huh? Hi. I was gonna ask the way a cat would almost. Just kinda like, oh, what are you? What are you doing? You know, just rooting around one of your mates' garbage. Trying to find a like a contract on his life. I mean, unless if it's this like, if it's hunt, I would prefer capture just for more bits. And the preservation of life and all the rest of it, but mainly the more bits. Who's through here? Ah, the Piscine researcher. Fish boy. Moon slug. I'll be with you in a second, man. Just, you know. Rooting a bite. Probably have some fault from that massive 13 pile up of a one-sided discussion that's probably frustrating the one guy who's got this far. But, you know, just remind me of it on stream or on Twitter or something. I'll tell you. I'll complete the thought when I have to think about it. A lot more ordered when I actually have like time to think these things out and about. You are natural. Oh, you don't have anything for me then, do you? Well, you might. Glass Parexis. You have to reach transparent bodies. Sublime first Vibarium print. Transparent bodies. I guess they'll go stare in any of the waters you do see them. I think it's on the map somewhere. Hopefully I haven't despawned it by this shit. I suppose I should like actually fish. I did actually fish when I did some of his quests in the main game, but you know how it is. Why do it when you can just capture net? Ice bloom, ice bloom. Moonlight ice bloom. I don't know if I got the big ice bloom. Might have. I don't remember offhand. We're in aggro range or something. It might be this these gets. Maybe it's a bad Totus, I don't know. Need to find some water and go fishing in it. Don't know if all the water is just done. It might even be at that, the Viper Tobikadachi's pond. But it's partly because that's the only body of water that has fish in it that I can think of. But I haven't really stirred in any of the bodies of water around here. I haven't really followed any stream to a body of water. Skid marks. Yeah, I mean, if it's a one, then it's like a hot spring I can sit in. That's just as well. That's the those are the penguins bit. Don't spook anything, cat. I doubt there'd be a fish in here, right? It looks too shallow for that. I've been surprised before. Alright. No, that looks just like vapors, right? This is too shallow. If anything flees from me, then I know for sure. Ah, well, this just gives me ice blight stun. I mean, it is frozen water, asshole. What are we expecting? Yeah, nah. Nothing. Now I'm frozen over. So that's what the point of this is. Environmental blight hazard. What will I think of next? Oh. The breakable parts of the terrain are marked differently on the map. That's funny. And useful. Mainly funny. Where do these fall to? Yeah, no, that was just cast you into the breach if you can fall with you underneath it. I'm curious because Chris was in the air when that happened. And I wonder what would happen if he didn't make it back to, unless the game would just guided him back to terrain automatically, which it might have. You can't be too sure. I mean, I assume he wouldn't give me the Glass Prexis quest if it wasn't available in this part of the map. You know? Hopefully I haven't already scarred it off, but it'll probably respawn. Pure Crystal. Nah, the Barrier Elf absolutely will fight us, so we should fuck off. That's the thing, I do enjoy that as a fight. With the longsword, like, it's a monster basically the longsword is made for fighting. Because, like, it has very high punches that often go over your head. And you can just fucking catch it and, like, clip it in the face. Like, its movements are, like, very precise. The way they behave and move, like, it, you know, you can catch it a lot. You can, like, strike it. All-time strikes will basically always, like, catch it either in the tail, the face, or else some other weak point. Like, it all flows greatly, and I really like it. Oh, pardon me. I'm very sorry. Something in my throat. The only real problem with it is that it's a fairly demanding fight. And we fought it 3 times in a row. Because it is, it is a very fast, very heavy creature. It is, like, fairly demanding in terms of, like, skill. And you have to keep your skill sharp. You have to keep well exercised to get this. thing. Do you see? I think this is mostly for like grabbing moon slugs, right? I don't see anything moving in the water itself. Even a transparent creature would show up in the water. If it was big enough to be tangible, that is. We're getting pure crystals pretty well. Good, because I'll never really need a bunch of them. Maybe I'm gonna actually try the fishing minigame. I presume I will need a lot of Viper Tobi Kadachi shit for like the poison weapons, especially the poison hybrid weapons. Hey, it came down. Well, we're leaving anyway. But yeah, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, bless me. I saw the camp on the minimap there. How do I get to it? It's not like that. There must be a different way in. Oh, he needs a hot drink. And I suddenly noticed him holding his hands and like, you know, being all shiver. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? He needs his hot drink so he doesn't die. Is what he's doing. Maybe it's just climbable? It's not climbable. I don't see a bug there. Maybe just hit the warp in. This is the shipwreck. Right. We got up here in cutscene. Right. Probably be a body of water here, right? That we could cast our net or rod into. Spider web. There's spiders here? And like in the, I guess like Arctic spiders. I don't think there's any Arctic spiders in real life, is there? Yeah, just run for your lives. I'm seizing all of you. For the good research, my friends. For the good research. Ah, they run to bury themselves in the snow. Not you, though. Bitbug, yep. Okay, bitbugs only ever appear near fishable bodies of water. Is this them? See any particularly special looking ones? Not particularly. These are hop guppies, not Parexuses. I don't remember what size Parexuses are, but yeah, this is a guppy pond, not a Parexus pond. Hey, let's go gold small crown. And there are bodies of water here, so let's go check the other one. This looks more promising. Hey, there we go. Job done. See-through body is natural camouflage. I guess that was see-through. I don't know. Didn't really look at to me. Still, nice and easy. It was right against the ledge. No, there was another one in there, but I scared it off. It's fucked off. I don't think it'll come back, at least not while I'm watching. See, there's moon slugs over there, which implies we can get over there. Maybe not yet. There must be a different way. Down here. From somewhere else. If there's moon slugs over there, that means we can get over there. Yes. Yes. I mean, they could also be there for decoration, but I feel like they only ever put things within, like, reach of you. Or a place you can reach eventually or later. Let's go see him and get it done. Alright, lads. Your entire, like, family are being taken in for research and probably also penguin meat with the ship back to the stair. We're not doing so well, somehow. Monsters, apart from that one engine out that got frozen and some other gets that got frozen, don't seem to be doing too bad, all told. Probably is a game of survival. How are you doing? About as well as you can be, I suppose. Alright. Where, oh where? How do we get back to Fisher Boy? I could just mark him, couldn't I? I don't remember where he was exactly. He was down here. There he is. No, that's easy enough to find, even though it didn't mark him. So it's, you know, so we'll gap off the path, but might as well. And brain go on autopilot. I think once I do this, I'll just like leave and I'll call it here. I've been on actually. This is recorded longer than I thought it would go for. I mean that's Monster Hunter for you, I suppose. Mind this shit before you go crawling. You. Yes, nah, that is good. Now all I need to do is hunt Glavenuses, and I'm pretty sure that won't be too hard to talk Chris into, because he's probably going to need it for fire shit sooner or later, right? There we go. If I didn't have it before, I have it now. Didn't have it before. Snow Peak Ice Bloom. Okay, sick. Hey buddy, I got your thing. I have to report it back to them, no worries. Alright, let's go. Probably should grab that honey before I left, but fuck it. Beototus will leave the locale soon. Indeed he is. It's me. I'm the Beototus. Cat got some extra things. Fuck yeah. Good boy Luigi. Frost Peak Fizz. We got some icy soda. Probably carbonated water more like. Alright, I mean, it could just also be fizzy alcohol, thinking about it. Like a beer that's all top or something. That's a kind of fizz. And then it still ain't back. Ah well, I mean, that's pretty telling. It's been like 2 hours and near 40 minutes and it's been gone the whole time. This is much longer than I was ranting about 13 without actually doing anything for much longer than I realized. Final Fantasy 13 for what I realized. Cliff Notes is it does, like, this whole series does do good things, but it's largely largely bad, pretty poor. Report that shit. Sublime first Wyverian print. I believe I seen that as an ingredient for like a high-end thing actually, so now I have one at least. Vanborough, Wolg, you. That's an etc, but I don't mind that. It's a 50-minute etc, so like the Bambro might take a wee bit, but we can kill him fairly well. The Tempered Viper Toby Kadachi at Master Rank, that's gonna be a thing and a half though. Master Rank Tempered monsters give me the willies a wee bit. Just like the stacking of difficulty modifiers kind of implies to me this is probably gonna suck a bit. Not a good bit. You need to fire Diablos and break off a horn at some point. I forget for what, but I need it for something. Beep, beep. Beep. Yeah. All in order. I don't think I need to build anything else exactly. So I have my water longsword, I have the smoldering cities, I have most of my Glavenus, my armor. We just need the helmet, and then I can just stick all my shit into it and off we go. Yeah, thing. Yeah, everything's fine. Nothing we can do at these junctures anyway. I don't know what we need for this. So we need like really high-end shit. Cause that's some gleamstone looking shit in there. Probably the Belcana shit too. Looking at it. I'm just assuming by like, you know, as high, it looks like high-end shit and it's white, so it's probably like a Volcano, right? This is the fucking thing I need. Yeah, that's absolutely the Zora Magdaros gem in there. I will say this, when that's still down tomorrow, I might just record myself doing the Zora Magdaros shit, Arc Timber by myself. You know, Chris says he really doesn't want to do it, so I presume he won't be upset by me doing it. So, like, I don't use the Magda Underlay a lot, because, you know, Fire and Ice is Blast plus Ice. But maybe I should a bit more, just because, you know, that way I'm avoiding things that are ice resistant, but could still be susceptible to Blast. No, I need to remove my shit. Yeah. Active armor on top, active armor below. Put that there, and that there. Let's see, Smoldering City's up top, Lazarios like fairly up top. I'll put the Destination Claws up front. Fire and Ice deserve the... Well, Guild Knight series will be up there. Might the Underlay, swap them down with Fire and Ice. I don't say like the swords deserve to be there more than these two, which I'm not very fond of using at the moment. Yeah. I can bump them back a bit actually. You know how it goes. Yeah, just put that there, that's fine. Knock these down to here until they get upgraded. This is entirely just me trying to create an organization system here, I know, but you know, leave me be, leave me to my madness. We have most of our suit. We have our new fire dual blades, which I was basically already had, I just had to reach them. And we have our new water longsword. I think we need to like tap this shit and find out what. I'm pretty sure it's just like Azure Raphalos crap, master rank crap. Shouldn't be too bad. And then for streams, I'm gonna leave it for streams. I'm gonna get this fucking mantle and get me my fucking helmet. Give me a new look, my second new look, and you know, I'll win a few streams actually. I'll finally broke out of the Basilgar's armor for a new suit, and I'm gonna have a new one to bounce back and forward from, depending on if I need Ice and Dragon or Fire and I guess Thunder. He's also resistant to, if I remember right. Whatever, any which way. What's this? Ah, you know, that wouldn't be too bad to take along with it these days. It does tell you the reason. So that's like what, 6 minutes? Is that 6 minutes? Yeah, that's 6 minute recharge time. That's nuts. That doesn't feel like 6 minutes ever. I have this upgrade, I didn't even realize. I didn't have the Rocksteady one? I don't have the Rocksteady one. It's maybe it is from that quest I got that Chris is on about and I don't have it. That's why I don't have it. Oh well. Any which way. We do need to, if not upgrade this, then at least get like more stun gems about. Whatever, I've gone rattled on long enough, loud planning a lot. That is my offline, you know, banned from streaming, banned from people being able to stream and play with friends. Lonely stream. I'm just babbling words at this point. I'm kind of tired. Yeah, a whole lot of fishing, and in some senses. Just need some glavinus shit, a mantle, and some other shit, and then we're good to run. We're good to go on the armor front, and then I'll be good to just do story shit again. I mean, I technically am good to do story shit now. But I kind of want this Glavnus armor before I press on. I just love the look of it and all that. Anyway, yeah. That's gonna be me. If you do watch this, thank you for watching. And if you don't, I was gonna say you didn't make it this far, and just bleh. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Just some busy work sorted and done, so it's out of the way for the stream, so we can just get back to the more pertinent multiplayer stuff. I don't think he needed any Duratota shit anyway. He already has all his water stuff sorted, remember, right? At least for now, until we find more better water monsters. At any rate, I will see you either on stream tomorrow or on video tomorrow. Either a bonus stream will just be getting on with Glavnus hunting and whatever else, whatever Chris needs done. And maybe the end story stuff. And if not, I'll see you for the Arc Tempered Zora Magdaros, I guess. And probably also Azure Raphael's Master Rank. Maybe not hunting, I'll probably just like chase after it and see if I can get any bits out of it so I can like reveal its ingredient list. You know? That sounds good. Alright. See yous.